Africa, a land of breathtaking landscapes, a cradle of ancient civilizations, home to the world's largest desert, the Sahara, and its longest river, the Nile. From the snow-capped peaks of Kilimanjaro to the lush rainforests of the Congo Basin, Africa is a continent of staggering diversity and unparalleled natural wonders. Yet beneath this veneer of abundance lies a stark reality: poverty, hunger, disease. This is the paradox of Africa, a continent teeming with resources, yet grappling with widespread poverty. For centuries, Africa has been a source of immense wealth for others. Its gold-fueled empires, its diamonds-adorned crowns, its oil-powered industries across the globe. But for many of its own people, this wealth has remained elusive. The story of Africa is one of stark contrasts, a tale of two continents existing side by side. It's a story of exploitation and resilience, of despair and hope. We journey now into the heart of this paradox, exploring the historical forces and contemporary challenges that have shaped Africa's complex relationship with its own riches. We will uncover the legacies of colonialism and the enduring grip of neocolonialism, witnessing the devastating impact on the continent's development. But we will also discover stories of resilience, of nations rising above adversity, offering a glimpse of a brighter future for Africa. A future where its people finally benefit from the bounty beneath their feet. Africa's natural wealth is the stuff of legends. Imagine vast reserves of gold, diamonds, and precious metals glittering beneath the Earth's surface. Picture rolling plains teeming with wildlife, fertile lands capable of feeding nations, and dense forests brimming with valuable timber. This is not a fantasy. This is Africa. Beneath its soil lies some of the world's largest reserves of oil and natural gas, fueling global industries. The continent boasts an abundance of minerals crucial for modern technology, from coltan in mobile phones to cobalt in electric car batteries. Africa is a leading producer of cocoa, coffee, and other cash crops, filling supermarket shelves worldwide. Its rivers hold immense hydroelectric potential, capable of powering entire nations. Its coastlines teem with fish, offering a vital source of protein for millions. This natural bounty, if sustainably harnessed, could be the engine of Africa's growth and prosperity. Yet for too long, this wealth has been siphoned off, leaving many African nations struggling to break free from the chains of poverty. The story of Africa's wealth paradox begins with a dark chapter in human history: colonialism. From the 15th century onwards, European powers descended upon Africa, driven by an insatiable hunger for land, resources, and power. They carved up the continent, drawing arbitrary borders that ignored existing ethnic and cultural realities. The Berlin Conference of 1884 stands as a stark symbol of this era. European nations, without a single African representative present, divided the continent amongst themselves like a piece of cake. This act of brazen imperialism set the stage for decades of exploitation and oppression. Colonial powers established extractive economic systems, designed to funnel Africa's wealth back to their own shores. They forced Africans into labor on plantations and in mines, enriching themselves while leaving local populations impoverished. They destroyed traditional industries and agricultural practices, replacing them with systems designed to serve their own interests. This systematic plunder stripped Africa of its resources, disrupted its social fabric, and left a legacy of poverty and underdevelopment that continues to haunt the continent today. Section 4. Neocolonialism, New Predators, Same Prey. The end of formal colonial rule in the mid-20th century did not mark the end of Africa's exploitation. Instead, it ushered in a new era of neocolonialism, where former colonial powers and new global players continued to exert control through economic and political means. Multinational corporations, often in cahoots with corrupt African elites, struck shady deals, extracting resources at rock-bottom prices. The Democratic Republic of Congo, for example, holds vast reserves of coltan, a vital mineral for electronics. Yet decades of conflict fueled by foreign powers seeking to control these resources have left the nation impoverished and its people trapped in a cycle of violence. China has emerged as a major player in Africa, investing billions in infrastructure projects and securing access to raw materials. While some argue that this engagement is mutually beneficial, others criticize it as a form of debt-trap diplomacy where African nations are burdened with unsustainable loans, further eroding their economic sovereignty. Similarly, Russia has been expanding its influence in Africa, often through the Wagner Group, a shadowy private military company accused of human rights abuses and exploiting resources in countries like the Central African Republic. This continued exploitation, whether through unfair trade deals, resource grabbing, or political manipulation, perpetuates Africa's wealth paradox, hindering its ability to break free from the shackles of poverty. Section 5. Beacons of Hope on the Horizon. Despite the many challenges, there are glimmers of hope and resilience across the continent. Innovative entrepreneurs, dedicated activists, and visionary leaders are working tirelessly to create a brighter future for Africa. Grassroots movements are gaining momentum, pushing for social justice, environmental sustainability, and economic empowerment. These efforts, often led by young people, are challenging the status quo and demanding a more equitable and prosperous Africa. Section 6. A Future Within Reach. With the right policies and investments, Africa's potential is limitless. By harnessing its abundant natural resources responsibly, investing in education and healthcare, and fostering inclusive economic growth, the continent can chart a path to sustainable development. Regional cooperation and integration can also play a crucial role in unlocking Africa's potential. By working together, African nations can build stronger economies, improve infrastructure, and enhance their bargaining power on the global stage. GAP 3S, Section 7, Innovators and Changemakers. While challenges persist, Africa is also a cradle of innovation and creativity. Across the continent, entrepreneurs, scientists, and activists are driving transformative changes that promise a brighter future. Take the tech hubs in Nairobi, Lagos, and Cape Town, often referred to as Silicon Savannah. These cities are bustling with startups developing groundbreaking solutions in fintech, healthcare, and agriculture. Mobile payment systems like M-Pesa have revolutionized banking for millions, providing financial inclusion to those previously unserved by traditional banks. In healthcare, innovators are tackling some of the continent's most pressing issues. For example, the Zipline drone delivery service is making critical medical supplies accessible in remote areas of Rwanda and Ghana, saving countless lives. Agriculture, too, is seeing a revolution. Initiatives like Farm Drive use data analytics and mobile technology to provide smallholder farmers with access to credit, helping them increase productivity and improve livelihoods. Young leaders are also stepping up to fight for social justice and environmental sustainability. In Uganda, climate activist Vanessa Nakate is raising global awareness about the urgent need for climate action, while in Nigeria, the #EndSARS movement has shown the power of youth in demanding accountability and reform. These stories of innovation and resilience are beacons of hope. They demonstrate that Africa's future is not just a matter of overcoming obstacles, but also about leveraging its unique strengths and talents. With the right support and investment, these change-makers can lead the continent towards a more prosperous and equitable future. GAP 3S. Now let's move on to see how collective efforts can empower Africa's rise. Section 7. Empowering Africa's Rise. Empowering Africa's rise requires a collective effort from both within and outside the continent. International partners must prioritize fair trade, debt relief, and investment in sustainable development projects. At the same time, African governments and citizens must continue to push for transparency, good governance, and accountability. By addressing the root causes of corruption and inequality, Africa can pave the way for a more just and prosperous future. Ultimately, the story of Africa is one of resilience, innovation, and hope. With determination and collaboration, the continent can overcome its challenges and achieve its true potential. If you've made it this far, you're amazing. Hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know what questions keep you up at night. Who knows? Your question might inspire our next video. Until then, stay curious and see you next time.